Hi you guys and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Amrita. I come from India and I'm living in Germany. In this channel, I try to bring informative content about life in Germany and Europe in general. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the very first few things that one would need to do when they arrive in Germany. Now, from my own experience, I can say it can get very stressful when you're moving to a whole different country where you don't even speak the language. So through today's video, if I'm able to help even one person who is planning to move to Germany, it will make me really happy. So without any further ado, let's get started. Alright, so the very first thing that you would want to do is the Anmeldung or the city registration. Within 14 days of your arrival in Germany, you're supposed to do the city registration at the Bürgeramt or Bürgerbüro. There is one prerequisite for the Anmeldung, which is the lease contract. It can either be shorter term or long term contract, but please keep in mind that with Airbnb or a hotel address, you cannot do the Anmeldung. So I would suggest you start looking for your apartment even before you land in Germany. Now, if you don't manage to get a longer term contract, you can even try for shorter term stays. In Europe, it's very common for people to give their houses for sublets when they go out of town for 2 or 3 months for vacation or whatever reason. So you can utilize that address to do the Anmeldung, and it will give you some buffer time to look for the apartment of your choice. After you have secured a house contract, make an appointment with the Bürgerbüro for the Anmeldung. Now, in bigger cities, there can be more number of Bürgerbüro as per the different districts. You can make an appointment online with the availability in any of the Bürgerbüro. If you're lucky, you can even walk in and get an appointment, but it's suggested to get an appointment online. At the end of the Anmeldung process, you should get a document which is called Meldebestätigung, which is the confirmation of your city registration with the address of your house. Please note that it's very important to get yourself registered because that is how you enter the books of the German government. Once your Anmeldung is completed, a tax number, or they call it Steuernummer in German, will be generated for you and it will be sent to your house address by the Finanzamt or the tax office. Now that brings me to another important note. In Germany, you still receive letters for almost every official document. So it's very important to have your name pasted on the letterbox in your apartment. Now, I have heard from many of my friends that they haven't received some of their letters because their name wasn't there on the letterbox. So don't forget to do that. Now, coming back to the Steuernummer or the tax number, you can still start your job without a Steuernummer, but in order to get your first salary, this is required. The next thing to do would be probably the bank account opening. Now, with the Meldebestätigung that you get out of the city registration, you're good to start with the process. Now, some banks in Germany, they don't allow you to open a bank account with them without a long-term residence permit. When you arrive in Germany, you might be having a visa for 3 or 6 months, but there are still some banks who allow you to do that. For example, N26, which is completely online, or even Commerzbank allows you to open an account with them. I have been using Commerzbank for around a year now and I must say it's been so far so good. I'm going to link Commerzbank's website in the description box. If you plan to open an account with Commerzbank, please use my referral code. That way we'll both get some free bucks. The next thing to do would be to get a health insurance. You might already be knowing that it's mandatory to get a health insurance in Germany. Now there are two types of health insurance. One is public, the other one is private. Most of the people here are registered under public health insurance. I personally have been using TK as my health insurance provider, which I believe is the biggest public health insurance company in Germany. I must add that my experience with TK has been fantastic so far, so it's totally okay to go with the public health insurance here in Germany. Now, if you're employed in Germany, a portion of this health insurance will be monthly paid by your employer. The other portion will be paid by you, which will be automatically deducted from your monthly paycheck. Now, last but not least, one of the most important things to take care of is getting a SIM card. If you're looking for a long-term phone contract, you have to wait till you get your residence permit for a longer term. But in the interim, you can get a prepaid SIM card from service providers like Libara, who will give you a talk time as well as the internet connection for the interim. There are a lot more things to do to settle in smoothly in Germany, but these were the very basic things to take care of within a couple of weeks of your arrival here. I hope you find this information useful. If you did, please hit that like button. And if you want to see such contents more, please subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions, do let me know in the comment section. I hope to see you next time with a new video. Thank you and bye.